Well, welcome to Music for Multicultural Worship. I want to take this opportunity to introduce myself and tell you a little bit about this class that we'll be doing together. For starters, I have been teaching full-time here at Greenville this is my 8th school year. It's a thrill to be involved with students in academia. And prior to my time here, I worked on staff at a church full-time as a worship leader in Northeast Ohio. So yes, I'm used to rainy, cloudy days and bad sports teams. So if you can relate to that, that's a bit of my background. My wife, Terry, and I have been married. We just celebrated 25 years. We have 2 sons that are college students here at Greenville. So that's my perspective and my life phase. In this class, we're going to talk about a few different people groups, including African Americans, Latino culture groups, and also Asian and Asian American people groups. This class does qualify for the Gen Ed Global Foundations, so we always include music majors as well as non-music majors, and it's really a really exciting thing to have both included in this class. I would say from the big picture, we're going to look at 2 things. We're going to look at particular cultures and people in their own setting to try to understand them better for who they are. The other side of this is where we learn to integrate and offer genuine hospitality and inclusion in our own churches for this growing sense of people who would help us to become diverse in our own locations. I think there's times we will focus on various understandings and practices related to worship. That certainly includes looking at biblical perspectives and as that relates to diversity, inclusion, and a broad perspective. But it also might start to look at understanding culture beyond your own particular people group, especially when that might be the white majority that we see so common here in the U.S. In terms of assignments, we have a great textbook that the way it works is there's just small chapters, typically 2-3 pages, sometimes 4 pages, that give you some content to learn, but also at times there's even stories, and those bring you into the bigger world of global worship. With all of those readings, we have discussion posts. So the discussion is a great place for you to reflect on what you read. And this is also a place to connect with other students in the class. You'll get to see what they've written as a reflection and respond to a few of their posts. And it really keeps the dynamic of us working together. There's going to be some audio reviews with reflection where you get to hear playlists of songs from all kind of music around the globe and write some possible thoughts, even some non-musical ideas about what you hear and what you experience in those music examples. We will look at some videos, some actual teaching and stories and illustrations through video. And again, you'll get to reflect on what are you taking from that. There is a midterm that just brings some basic content and vocabulary and basic experiences together. And then there is, for the final big thing, we work on what I call a personal vision reflection. How you are starting to take some of this learned content, some of these perspectives, some of this experience, and shape it into the lens of your own life. How do you see and understand some of these new ideas, but also what would you maybe have a vision for that you could apply this in any kind of context, whether it's church or whether it's just you as a human being. So at times, I love to say that we will definitely be provoked. There will be questions like how the issue of color blindness is really not helpful in becoming multicultural. We'll challenge the notion that music is not actually universal. We will look at the topic of tokenism and see it as the quiet, subtle weapon for working against diversity. At times you'll be moved. You'll watch a few videos of stories of people, 2 people that are being reconciled and the power of what takes place in that. And that in the essence really invites you to participate in that kind of a thing. So I hope you're ready for this class and the possibilities of what we're going to learn to do together. I look forward to your interaction and hearing more from you.